Hello friends, welcome to Real Learning Center. In this session of Fruit to Root series, we are trying to find out the inner structure of sweet lime. Sweet lime is one delicious fruit which belongs to the family of citrus fruits. Let us try to find out the anatomy of the citrus fruit, which is sweet lime. This is a sweet lime, and today I am trying to find out what is inside this sweet lime. Trying to study the inner structure of a fruit is called as the fruit anatomy, and I am trying to take out the outer peel, which is generally called as rind of this fruit. We notice that the outer structure of the fruit is generally a cushiony thick mass which is generally green in color. And what I am trying to do is I am trying to take out the outer peel of this fruit. And after I take out the outer peel of the fruit, what I get is the fruit which is like this. Looks very juicy, looks very yummy, and I'm all ready to eat this fruit. But before I eat this fruit, I would like to take this peel out and separate this as well. Oh, the seeds of this fruit is kind of well protected. I can see that it is first protected with this membranous structure, and inside I see that there is one more membrane which is present, and I see something which is in the center. And if I take one of the peels out, I see that this is very juicy segment of the fruit, and the seed of the fruit is present here in the midst of this pulp. Why should a seed be protected so much? The seed has to be protected because till the seed is matured, the seed should not be eaten by any other insect. At the same time, the seed should also get the protection that it needs. And we see in nature that the seed is thus embedded into this membranous pulp, and this membranous pulp is covered by layers of membranes which is all protecting the seed inside. Let us try to find out the different membranes of the fruit that we just cut open. The outermost layer of the fruit was this color. I see here, you can see this greenish yellowish color, and when I try to open this, I got this membrane. When I just see this very carefully, I can clearly see that there are two regions in this membrane. The first half of the membrane is greenish color, and the second half of the membrane is yellowish. When the fruit is unripe, we generally see that the fruit is green in color, and as it ripens, it turns to light yellow and light green versions. When I see that there is a color change, I get to know that there is ripening of the fruit inside. Now this membrane, which I was talking to you about all this time, is called as the exocarp. Exo means outer and carp means fruit. Now this is the outermost layer of the fruit of our sweet lime, which we are talking about in today's session. You can also see that there is this white color membrane here. This white membrane of sweet lime is called as mesocarp. Meso stands for middle, and we see that this white layer is kind of sandwiched between the pulp and the outer carp, which is called as the exocarp, right? So this mesocarp is the one which is the white cushiony mass protecting the seed inside. After I take out the exocarp and the mesocarp, I see that there are so many segments of the fruit present. When I cut this open, I see that there is a central column, and attached to this are segments of the pulp. And these segments of the pulp are membranous, and I see that every segment has a membrane. And this membrane is called as endocarp. Endo meaning inside, carp meaning fruit. So I see that this sweet lime has membrane which can be divided into three regions: the outermost exocarp, the middle mesocarp, and then the segmented endocarp. All these three put together are outside the fruit, and many times we call this as pericarp. When I cut open the endocarp, I see that there is the pulp present inside. These pulpy vesicles are very juicy, and these actually are the ones which gives that sweet tangy taste to the fruit. These are called as the pulp, which has many hairy-like structure. This hairy-like structure is having the acid vesicles. The acid vesicles actually produce a mild acid called as vitamin C. Vitamin C is also called as citric acid. Now this pulp is the one which we generally consume as the edible part of the fruit. Inside this, we do see the presence of seeds embedded deeply inside the pulp, and the seeds are generally 2 to 4 per segment. These seeds, when completely ripened and dried, will have the ability to give rise to a new plant. Instead of cutting the fruit longitudinally, let me take a cross section of the fruit in the other direction. Look at this fruit. You can see that the central portion of it is filled with all the segments of the endomembrane joining here. You can see that the entire pulp is divided into many sections, followed by the white mesocarp, followed by the green outermost covering. Now this pulp is the one which has acid vesicles, and the number of segments in this pulp is going to tell me about the number of carpels. So there are so many carpels present in the fruit. This Indian sweet lime belongs to a genus of citrus fruits, and its species name is called as limetta. So this name of this fruit is called as Citrus limetta. This fruit is commonly seen growing in Asia and various other parts of the world now, but originally this fruit is from Iran and India. This fruit is very rich in vitamin C, and in fact was consumed by many people during world wars when they were suffering from scurvy. Even now, when we feel a bit tired or when we really need energy, we generally consume this fruit because this gives instant energy, at the same time is delicious to taste. So this is all about the anatomy of the sweet lime. In our next session, we will come out with another interesting fruit. Till then, I am going to enjoy the sweet lime taste. I wish you also to do the same. Thank you.